Hey,
Hi.
I love your
All right.
background.
Oh, thanks. Just, purple light on my wall.
Yeah.
So this movie was so much fun. Something I wouldn't have necessarily jumped into had I not seen the promo for it. What got you guys involved? Like, how did you hear about this? Was it something you knew about before?
You
Tell
got
me a little
involved a long
about
time
that.
before me, didn't you?
hmm
Like a couple of months.
Yeah, I read the script and instantly you just fell in love with the story. I loved the. Um, I was very impressed by Angel's strength and the things that she had to go through and endure in her life, and inspired. So I was also shocked at the um, the material in it and the things that she had to go through and
It's
how the
dark, yeah.
yeah and how the script did not shy away.
Mm.
I mean, they went there, and I was very excited because I think that it's a it's a very important message and story to tell, um, and I think that, yeah, the way that the script did it was in a really wonderful way.
Yeah, I read the book. The audition came through, and then I read the book to prep for the audition. And I was so shocked at how dark it was,
Hmm.
and brutal, and just not what I expected in the slightest. But as soon as I read the book, I was like, this would make a fantastic movie. Like
Mm.
it's in there. Like you can just like you just feel it from the page. And so as soon as I read the script and found that it was the same quality, really similar, high quality, and then met DJ and spoke to him and realized how passionate he was about telling the story in the right way, not shying away, like you said, from anything.
Yeah.
I was just, yeah, desperate to be involved.
You definitely did a fantastic job, both of you, bringing out,
Thank you.
I mean, honestly, some of those dark things, which brings me to my next question. Um, these roles seem a bit of a departure, I think, from some of the material you do, and maybe not so much for you, Tom. I think some of the things you do are a little bit more like
Period. Yeah.
period at least,
Yeah. Yeah.
but Abigail, like you do a lot of, kind of fun and lighthearted stuff. I know like my teens know you from like, the winks and, that kind of stuff and Sabrina. And so this seems a little, Sabrina's dark, but not in that same
Right, right.
way.
Still
So
like
how, like,
supernatural. It's not, yeah, real life material. Yeah.
yeah. So how, I mean, how do you prepare for something like this or how, how does that affect you as an actor doing this type of a role compared to, something that's a little more lighthearted and
Yeah, I mean, acting is such a weird thing, isn't it? Like we play pretend for a living, but then also we, you know, dive into people's stories and have a huge responsibility to stories and to telling,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's all about
telling,
the story at the end of the day, I think, as well.
right.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing of like, it's as long as the script is good and as long as the story is invoking the right things, and it's whatever period or time it's set in, kind of want to get involved.
Yeah. I think with Angel, I was just drawn to her and her strength and her hardships, and I felt a huge responsibility when I got the role, to hopefully do it justice. And yeah, it's definitely very different than stuff I've done before, but I always, and
It's such a good part. I mean,
it's
it's a gift of a role. That is like a part that any actor would kind of kill for.
yeah, it's a
Aren't you
scary
lucky?
one, but
No, it's good.
yeah, but it's definitely something that, I love people and I love hearing people's stories and I love hearing, everyone's stories.
You are
So yeah.
perfect for it. I mean, I remember being cast and then getting told that you've got the role. And as soon as I think I just saw a picture of you and I was like, yeah, that is Angel.
Oh.
As soon as we met and started chatting, I was like, I can see, like we met as soon as I got out to South Africa. Really, you've been there a little longer, and then I was just like, I think this is perfect casting.
Thanks.
So well done.
Yeah. I
so,
don't know if that
and
answered your
related to
question,
that
but
perfect casting, aspect, my last question is kind of related to that. You guys have such an intense chemistry in the scenes that you guys are doing together. Tell me a little bit about that. Is there any behind the scenes things that you did to kind of work on
Oh,
that chemistry, right? Abigail's got the, but I feel like I don't know, just you guys were so great together. I feel like, what did you do behind the scenes, or, in your
Just making
downtime,
out
or?
the entire time. No,
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great. That,
where-
answer.
as soon as we met, we became really good friends. And,
Yeah,
like,
you
it was
came over to mine.
You
I
came over to
think.
yours, and we just sat
sat.
outside and chatted about the film and what we wanted, and then just chatted about ourselves and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think as long as you
hung
get on
out.
as mates, like,
It's-
you can kind of go there, and
Yeah,
it's
the
not
rest
shy
is-
away from it.
Yeah.
And we had, especially
And he's
for, like,
hilarious, so we're like always laughing, like.
Yeah, thank you.
Which is great. I feel like that adds to chemistry.
Yeah,
'cause then it's like,
because for such a harsh story, and like,
Yeah.
it is a tough thing to kind of go through. You have to have that kind of levity on set in order to get through the day. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it would just be torturous to have to go through these things day in, day out.
Sure.
So because we had such a great relationship, it just made it smooth sailing, I found.
yeah, I agree.
Thank you so much. It was such a great movie. It was a pleasure to see you guys both on screen and today. Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing it in the theaters. So
Thank you. Yeah,
thank
go
you so
see
much
it.
for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.